Hello and welcome back. It's been a while since the last video, as you may have noticed. There are lots of reasons for that, but let's just leave it at it's not been the best year ever. However, onward and upward. I've finally got back to the railway, and there's been a few little issues to sort out that I'll explain as we go along the way, but mostly there now. Just one little hiccup to resolve, and then I can start getting on with ballasting and scenery. Apologies if you can hear the cat in the background. That's my cat Kai, who's decided he's going to do a lot of shouting. He does that from time to time. He's a Burmilla, which is mainly Burmese, and as you can hear, he's quite vocal. Anyway, on with the video. When we left it at the end of the last video, I hadn't quite completed the 2 loops. That's now been done. There were some issues, mainly around here. Just on this bend here on the inner loop. Note to self, always complete the inner loop first, and then you know whether your corners are okay. I didn't do that. The outside loop was working fine. Started work on the inner loop, and then it would derail at this point every time around here. So I've had to put an extension on, as you can see here, and just make this wider, which I've done, and that's resolved the issue. So all that's working fine. I then completed the loop, got the wiring in, immediately had a short. I've got the bus wire in now, all the droppers soldered, and I had a short, and then I found that after sleeping on the problem. These two here, this rail here, and this next one here, I'd just literally put the wires the wrong way around. So that's now been rectified. Sorry for the pun there. And that's now all sorted. And the 2 loops work really well. And if I set off the Class 150 in the background there, put it up to approaching the correct speed, roughly scale speed, comes down the incline no problem to the station. So this is the inner loop, and it was the DMU main unit that just would not go around that corner. The loose carriage would, which I've been rolling down, no problem. That goes down, no problem now. So, that was a bit of a vicious stop. I haven't set up the DCC fully yet for momentum, so that needs doing. So then I thought I'd try the Jinty, and one of the things that's really good is that now all the droppers are on, and this shows you just how much current you do lose. You see how slowly this is going, and it's pulling now the 3 coaches with absolutely no issues whatsoever at this 4% incline. Worked really well. And it keeps the carriages back. There is a stagger there, that just wants a clean. But there is still an issue. And that's exactly where it is. The Jinty, for some reason, falls off this point here. Now I've been having a look at various things on here, and the coaches go across it, no problem at all. The DMU will cross it every single time. I've looked at the point, I've cleaned the point, everything's fine. It derails here. So I put my thinking cap on, and I don't know what you think, but this is just what I've been thinking. I think the wheels are not correctly spaced, so I've actually ordered a back-to-back gauge. I'm going to check that. Remember, I bought this second hand, so I'm going to get a back-to-back gauge on there and see what happens. Everything else crosses that point with no problem at all, apart from that little Jinty. Sometimes it'll go over it, sometimes it won't. So measure the wheel width and see if that resolves the issue. And so there's 1 or 2 minor issues over there, just needs cleaning properly, and everything pretty much just needs cleaning up. And then we're ready I'm very pleased to say, to start ballasting. So we'll get the ballasting done and then start doing some scenery, and that's when it'll get interesting, because I'm still not 100% sure where everything's going. This point will lead out into a maintenance yard, which will probably have at least 3 roads. I've got 2 sheds, a double and a single shed. There'll probably be over there some kind of industrial area and maybe some terraces, but we'll have to see on those. There'll be a level crossing around here which allows access to the site, and there may be an abandoned piece of rail over the back by the brewery. If I do that, that'll be a really good place to have my programming track. It can double up as an abandoned rail and programming track, although the rail would then look a bit shiny, but we'll see what happens on there. I'm not quite sure what to do over the back there yet, but there'll probably be a bridge through there with a road, and this area again, not sure. Through the viaduct, obviously I'm going to have scenery both sides of the viaduct, or it's not going to make any sense. And through the bridges, again, a road and possibly a canal, which we'll see. I'm interested in canals as well as railways. And then we're going to have the tunnel here, and this will be a tunnel section around here, and probably that sort of thing happening with the road and maybe a canal going through, and then through bridges stroke tunnels onward, giving the idea of them continuing after the layout. So that's the sort of idea, which we'll just have to wait and see. But at least mostly it's working, and I'm absolutely delighted that the Ginty is quite happily pulling 3 coaches now. That was what the plan was, and it wasn't keen on it with just one set of droppers done, but now I've got the bus wires in, soldered all the droppers in, everything's working okay. So there we are, just a quick update for you on where we are. I've got the bits I need ordered. I've got some ballast on the way, a little ballast hopper to assist me with that, and the back-to-back gauge to try and sort out the Ginty. I'm hoping it's a Ginty. If you've got any better ideas, let me know. But as I say, everything else goes past the point. It was a new point. It used to work absolutely fine. I have had the Ginty apart to put the DCC in, and also to lubricate. But other than that, I'm not quite sure what's happening. All down to inexperience, but I'm learning as I go. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.